From the undermining, yeah. There you go, Jeff. Yeah. So here's the scope of today's job. Originally it was just going to be this tree, okay? We're going to remove this tree. Didn't like the way it moved in the wind, etc. Wanted us to just come out and cut it in half. We're like, no, we don't roll like that. We don't do that. Maybe you should cut it down if you're wanting to maim it so hard. Okay, so decided we'd cut it down. He went for that, okay? So then in between us talking about it and us coming to do it, they decided they didn't like that other tree over there. Very benign looking fir tree of nearly perfect shape. Leans away from the house even. And so I was like, guy, listen, let us clean that up a little bit, poke some holes in the canopy, wind thinning, wind firming, let the wind blow through it, poke some holes in that sail, and then you'll be happy, you'll love it. And he seemed to understand and went for it. So we'll save a tree today but this one here, there's a certain amount of bloodlust that must be satisfied here at this property, I think, because he got it in his mind that this thing will flatten the place if it goes over. And it's kind of interesting when you're talking to somebody about the risk a tree poses, they often have cataclysmic ideas about if it tips over. And being the guy that shows up when a tree has tipped over, it takes a certain recipe to crush a house flat, and that tree does not meet the requirements of the recipe to crush that house flat. But often with the elderly, I've noticed, maybe that's a wrong classification, to wrong thing to say, but I've noticed that the phantoms of doubt build up in their mind. They begin soon after you talk to them with reasonableness. When you explain things from your experience and from a standpoint of logic and reason, it works really good while you're there talking to them, but then after you leave, the phantoms of doubt start to make fear, and then over time that fear is full blown again, and they're calling somebody else to get the tree down. And so you sometimes have to ask the person, are you just going to worry no matter what? Or you have to ascertain in your own mind whether you think they're going to worry no matter what. And you can just give those old folks a little bit of peace of mind by sort of going along with what they want, just so they don't worry. As long as what they want doesn't offend your common sense too much. Does this all make sense? These are things that you think about when you're talking to people about their trees. A few shrubs here to watch out for. A sprinkler there. I'll go with the electric saw and the battery saw today so I can talk to you guys. I don't really have much to say though. Just I can't think of anything at the moment. Yesterday that little Shindawa, it needed a adjustment. It didn't want to idle, and so I was having to, oh look at this, little pulley. I was having to like rev the thing constantly. I don't want them to chip that wire. Maybe I can peel it down. Now, this little piece that has the wire in it, this little piece of wood right here has wire in it. So don't chip it. Battery lasts a little longer if you turn it off between cuts. I rarely do, but sometimes I do, like just now for instance. much time do I want to devote to giving YouTube a better camera angle? I'm not in a hurry, so maybe I'll help you guys out with that a little bit. Here's a little different vantage point for you. All I'm doing here, nothing real fancy. I'm not really rigging. I have a sprinkler there, and these low ones, I can kind of peel them down and then drop them straight down, and then Jeff will move them out. Want to get a hand on it, or? You don't want to take it toward the arbor when it falls. Jeff, you sketchy. Jeff's like, I do want to take it toward the arbor. You wouldn't believe you could hang a fir limb up, but you can. It's not too huge. Often I'll just go to the top and tie in once rather than doing this retie over and over thing that I'm doing now, having to throw higher and higher for work positioning. But I'm in a patient mood today. Actually, probably more patient to go to the top and tie in before you do any. I think maybe I'm in an expedient mood. You wouldn't know it by my sloth-like slowness. But I am. I've almost got this latest tie-in done, though. It didn't take me long, right? And it's probably up there 15 feet, so I can get some work done with that spot. Didn't see you there. Sorry about that. Jeff.
Yeah.
We're not high enough for a speed line, but if I could get a rigging line, I think I will go up there and set one. It's just gonna be easier than all this.
Okay.
All this upper body work I'm doing right now to have a rope on it.
Okay. I'll probably just tell him to grab one.
Well, I'm gonna be climbing up there, so you got a minute.
Okay.
Hey YouTube, I just thought I would show you this, even though I've shown it many times, but maybe there's somebody that never seen one of these videos. So, climb to the top. This is my own personal tie-in. This is what is holding me up. And then set a little rigging block. We're not doing anything big here, that's why I can get away with this. 23 kilonewtons. So that's ample strength for what we're going to be doing. It's more about just taking the weight off of my shoulders and elbows and arms and back and putting the weight on the rope. So anyway, yeah, that's what I did, and see you down there. We'll probably end up speed lining. So if you have any more slings laying around, I'll take them.
You want to grab the rest of the slings and do it? What's that?
I got 2 on. I don't want to give you too big of bundles or you'll struggle with them. So YouTube, you might wonder, why do you not just drop them on that lawn? Well, turns out the guy is actually kind of particular about that grass. Seems odd because it ain't but anyway, so yeah, that's why we're being gentle with that. We'll take all the limbs around that way, and then the wood also will be blasting out the other way, and there'll be no traffic here. You ready, Jeff? So this is going to be kind of easy for me because I don't even have to manhandle them at all. And they're going to get actually pretty husky up there. So when they're big like that and you're manhandling them, you try to peel them under and then manipulate their motion as they go past you. You can't often stop them, but you can do the Buzz Lightyear where they fall with style and grace and accuracy. But we're not doing that today. Ain't no grace, no accuracy, nothing. Just all about the perfection. Well, that makes no sense. Well, it kind of makes sense. The gear is doing the work. I'm gonna like a snap if you got one. Hey, go easy on my camera. Right there. That a bit heavy, Jeff?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's through a block. So Jeff's saying it's heavy. So now you know why. I'm not necessarily trying to manipulate them with one hand while I run the saw with the other right now. All for the little grasses. Oh, we have a lady in the window observing the climber. Oh, she waved. I got a wave. That feels good. You wouldn't believe how many times you wave at somebody and they poker face stare you down. All right, I'll take it up. I'll take a snap whenever you got it. God bless you.
It's too bad you couldn't sell 10 more of that bottom of that tree there.
I know.
I don't know, maybe it's just not worth it.
Well, it would cost more in fuel to come pick it up.
Yeah, you're saying it would cost more in fuel to come pick it up. Yeah. And you'd have to follow it in a big length too.
Really?
Yeah, because you know they need a.
Then you have to get it out of here.
Yeah, because you have to be able to get it out of here. And with the septic and stuff like that.
Like I say, if you're not making any money, you're just spending time.
Yeah, time and effort. And you might even get frustrated.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff,
Metal snap.
you might want to step on this one or something. It's going to be a little heavy.
Okay, and a
Or put a ring on the tree and run it. That should help a little, eh, Jeff?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the heavy one first, but you won't feel it because it'll stop. Okay, now you're going to have all of it. Just like before, heavy one first. I think this is a pretty cool camera view right here. You got all the action, the cutting action, and the travel of the pieces clear to the ground. And then you have the rope going down through the ring and over to Jeff in the background. One shot caught it all. Just like before. Hey Jeff, you want to link up? Hold up. Hey. Whew. Snagged my antlers. I got just one on for you. I can wait a minute after this if you want. What's up, Damien? No Adam today, so it looks like I gotta wait. It's just Jeff and Damien, so I don't know. Just grab a couple. Grab like 5 of them. I got enough. I just, when we go to speed lining, which could be really soon, I'll want more. And no, if I was doing that, only this, I'd have enough. Or whatever. I just picture a massive explosion of some sort. Oh boy. That has my camera on it. Dang it. Dang, and then I like punched the tree to save it. This one has 3, Jeff. Gave it to you as gently as I could, didn't I? I'll wait a minute if you want. So I tied a jam knot in the rigging line, which just runs up to the block and jams. So we're committed now to using this single lead, which is jammed up there, as the speed line out into the woods there, because now I think we have enough height, clearance, you know, because speed lining, pulling down laterally on a rope that's out like this causes sag. The sag is what jeopardizes the things under it when you're speed lining, but we have enough height to just scoot these over the top of those shrubs. And now the job gets easier because we're not rigging straight down, we're speed lining out to the woods, and it's out to a place where the skid steer can reach it, because where we were rigging down to, we couldn't even drive there with the skid steer because the guy's particular about his irrigation and his bark, and he don't like little tracks and stuff. And he actually wanted us to use, he wanted to run his mower and with this little trailer and confetti everything into little pieces for this little trailer, and then he would, but from the goodness of his heart, take it out to the chipper where we could chip it. And we were like, let us do our job, we can go quicker. So we're going out through the woods instead of across the lawn, and we're doing it our way. Know what I mean?